Alright. Hello everyone. Don't know if Twitch has gone live yet because it takes a little moment to update, but hi! Welcome to more Nier Replicant. I flipped a coin as far as whether I should play this or start up a new file in Subnautica Below Zero. And the coin came up heads, which is this. So as you can see, the camera's not tweaking out. I've changed the costumes to samurai. Emil in particular, I quite like. Although Kaine's hair is really cute this way. Like, I can't get her hair without zooming in on her butt. But like great. I like these outfits. I think the Kabuki I might like a little bit more for him, but Emil is definitely pretty great looking like that. Anyway, I also did what I said I was going to do. How can I show this to you? Like this, I guess. Here. This is the list of things I need. There's okay, down to the eagle eggs. So that's all the stuff I need for finishing upgrading everything. So not gonna happen today, but it's gonna happen. And most importantly, I have a list. So I did do some upgrading of the weapons. So a lot of things that I have now are at level 4 or above. And I spent a little bit of my money to buy a bunch of iron ore. So that's going well. Also, I guess before I'll say it now, but I'll also say it again later on and before the end of the stream. But I made a Twitter account, the same name as the Twitch handle, so that I can kind of announce when I'm not going to be able to make a stream. So, and I'll do my best to remember to link that at like the bottom of the YouTube things, and I'll update the Twitch about page as well. I forgot to do that after I made it, but so. And I say that because today, around, what was it, 10 o'clock in the morning or something? Something around there. I went ahead and, well, I got my first shot for the vaccine. So, in case anyone's keeping track of those silly things, like when people were comparing the vaccines to Harry Potter houses, because I don't know why, but there's a lot of people who are obsessed with Harry Potter. Which is fine, obsess over what you obsess over. Yeah, I don't know what house I'm in, if you're wondering, but if you are one of those types of people who are obsessed with those types of things, then you can tell me, I suppose, because I got the Pfizer vaccine. Though not really of any choice of my own, honestly. There wasn't really, it wasn't actually a choice. Like, I think like over a month ago or something, you chose to sign up. I guess I'll go this way first. You just sign up on the government website and like basically tried to book an appointment before someone stole your spot. A lot like getting tickets on Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster is still a thing. It's been so long since I've been to a concert that I don't really know. I mean, considering that not many places have been doing concerts, I kind of wonder if Ticketmaster managed to weather the storm. My musings aside though, you know what I mean, where there's kind of like a, not a lottery, but a limited time offer on appointments and things, and man, they sold out faster on here. A lot of people trying to get their vaccines, so. But regardless, I managed to book myself an appointment a while ago, and then today was the day. And luckily it didn't rain, so I went off on my fun little adventure and collected myself a shot in the arm. And, you know, my arm aches a little bit, but everyone I know who's gotten the vaccine so far says that if you get sick from it and like get bad symptoms, they generally start showing up like 10 or so hours afterwards, or sometimes like the day after. So most people plan on being sick like the day after they've gotten their vaccine. So I'm kind of planning on being sick tomorrow. And even if I'm not, I'm kind of planning on being sick tomorrow. And we'll see if I feel well enough to stream. And this kind of ties into why I made that Twitter account. Because, was it last week? Last week or the week before, you know, someone, you know, asked like why I wasn't around basically when I was kind of originally intending to and such. And I figured that I tried to convey the information about being able to be around or not via the title, because I figured if you swing by, the Twitch stream in order to see if I'm gonna come online or anything like that, I don't know if anyone's actually like dedicated enough to just sit in the empty chat room beforehand, but if you are, because I know I've done that for some streamers when I know their schedule, that I, you know, update the Twitch title to try to say it's like, oh hey, I'm not gonna be around or not, kind of thing, but that's not always the best. So I figured that, you know, we'll just use Twitter as it's intended, which is just blasting out public information. So you can look there, I guess. And other than that, I don't think I'll be like tweeting too often. Maybe I'll tweet like if I make a stupid meme video or something on the YouTube channel, but probably won't tweet out like the archives, because, you know, if you want to know when those go out, you can just like subscribe on YouTube, I guess, or whatever. I don't know why you want to, but if that's your thing, then you could. Though, you know, the streams typically get published. Ooh, no, where am I going? Typically the streams get published out like the day after, or if I forget to schedule things, maybe a couple of days after. The Mother finale went out today, actually. Went out this morning. And that was just because I got behind by like 2 days for the other streams, and then was pushing them out, and I tried not to push out more than one stream at a time unless it was a double up, you know? Like I streamed 2 different games in a row, and then I'll try to put them like within the space of when they would have aired, you know? That probably doesn't make any sense the way I'm describing it. Like if I stream for 4 hours, then I'll schedule like maybe the first one for 10 a.m. and then the second one for 12 o'clock. Yeah, Vice, you wouldn't get it. You're not anyone's brother, as far as I know. Though he did have a friend, if I recall. Or at least in the short story about the kids being turned into books and things, the 2 main-ish characters in that short story were friends. Don't know if that was actually Vice and someone, or like Vice and Noir or anything like that. Gotta read those again at some point, I suppose. What I'm really hoping for is that they'll release that, like, in English version, since, you know, the game has reached international acclaim, amongst other things with Automata and everything. Though no doubt, you know, booty Android waifu for some people has been a large part of that, hence why some people were very foolishly upset that she wasn't in this game. I'm like, what? If you think I'm lying about that, by the way, just go look at the Steam discussions. I don't know if they've been pruned by now, but in the days leading up to this thing's release, I had people asking, and it's like, oh, like, is it... Or rather, I shouldn't say asking, because that implies that they were doing it, like, in not a horny, like, weirdo way. But yeah, on the Steam forums / discussion things, there were people saying such things. Asking if she she was in this game or not. Which she's not. Her costume is though, I suppose, for Kaine. Alright, we need that. Please explode. Okay. You know what? Oh, I just realized something. I should probably mark the stream, like not as just Junkheap, but you know, Route C. There, updated. Because otherwise, you know, it's like, oh, cool, you're in the Junkheap. Cool story, bro. As opposed to knowing which ending it's heading towards. But, like I said, I flipped a coin between this and Subnautica. And I have been thinking about it, whether I'm gonna start a new game or not. And I looked at my previous playthrough, not the first one, not the original, but the Relics preview. The Relics release playthrough. And that one's about 15 hours worth. So I was thinking that's not so bad. You know, that's assuming, and Subnautica streams tend to go long, like at least 3 hours. So that's, you know, 5 days of stream, and then probably one more for another day for whatever additional content there is. Because, like, they said there's mostly bug fixes and things. Who knows? Maybe they actually fixed the fucking scanner. But they said mainly like bug fixes and then the ending. So I don't think that it's necessary to really play through it all again, but it almost feels wrong not to. Does that make sense? So I'm probably gonna do that. And when I played through it the second time, you know, I do like the location that I set my base in, like kind of close to the that one island. But maybe I'll make a different base, you know. Like maybe we'll build a base somewhere else for kicks. Like we could build a base closer to the landmass, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like the location that I did set up that base is one of the best, since you like are really close to a lot of good places to get things. You don't have to worry too much about the resources and everything else that comes with it. So, one thing that I've been thinking about, and I haven't gone and found those Tumblr posts that talk about the is it Chaos language or Angel language? I forget what they call it, but the language used in this game that everything is written in, and everything in Dragon Garden's written in. Because someone has, you know, decoded it and done things with it. And I'm curious what the spells in Replicant say. Because, you know, you do see the characters fly off sometimes. I wonder if it's just like nonsense mismatch, or there actually is anything there to like gain lore-wise, or just be like, huh, neat. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like, just think about it. Like, it's kind of weird that Grimoire of Vice contains a bunch of dark magic. You know, like we have Dark Hand, Dark Phantasm, Dark this, that, and the other. But he's a white book. Why does he have dark magic everywhere? And then, like, looking at Kaine's magic, it's like pure white. We know that the magic came in some part, you know, from Deola Popola, as they say during their fight. So I'm just curious about it. I guess if it says anything, like, I mean, it could just be as simple as like it just says the name of the spell over and over again. Or for meals, it could like be like a petrified thing or something. I don't know. And maybe kind of just tons of swear words in angelic language. I'm just curious about it as well. Yeah. Alright, last one at the top, and then we'll head down to the center there. So that's that. I'm saying a lot today. Anyway, like I said, everyone I know who has had the vaccine say they start getting symptoms 10 hours in-ish. 10 hours to like 24 hours. Anytime within that period of time. So if I start getting like a really bad headache or something and need to end the stream early, then you can probably guess that's why. Just saying. Like so far the only thing that I felt has been like, you know when someone puts their finger in front of your nose and you get like that tingly feeling? Like they're not touching your nose, they're just like pointing right at it and they put their finger in front of your nose. You get a tingly feeling. I had that for a little while. So, no idea what that means, if I'm getting congested or something else, but there's that. Oh boy, this tea is going to be quite bitter. But I've actually kind of prepared for this activity. Namely, that like for lunch today I had a burger and fries, and this place always gives too many fries, and I don't really like fries that much, as I mentioned before. But I figured that you know, having extra potatoes in the house would be pretty good, because if my stomach gets upset or anything like that, then those would probably help settle it, at least to some degree, I would think. Or I could make another like cheese and potato like soup thing. So I think I'd have to go by cheese, but either way. I still have a little bit of cheese, just not a ton. I still have a little bit of milk, just not a ton. Oh shoot, I forgot to stir the milk. I've been making ice cream since Friday night. In various forms and trying out different amounts of like sugars and sugar to milk to salt ratios and those things. And it turns out pretty well sometimes. This last one hasn't worked out very well. So I actually like unfroze it in the fridge and then put it back in, thinking that I would do a better job because I forgot to stir it a couple times. But I have once again forgotten to stir it, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Well, the first 2 times that I made ice cream, just with milk and sugar, it worked pretty well. Well, the first time was just milk and sugar, and then the second time was milk, sugar, and salt. And I put in a little bit too much salt, but not in a bad way. Because if you've ever had salted caramel ice cream, and you know how you can taste the salt in that, it was very reminiscent of that, just no caramel. But it was good. And the salt did exactly what I was hoping it would do, which was to kind of like help prevent the ice cream from freezing too much. And instead, like, you know, we made it stay flaky instead of completely frozen as a single mass. I also made more cookies. This is just cooking adventure talk now, which isn't that unusual for the stream. I feel like if I'm not talking about the game, I'm typically talking about the food. So don't watch these streams if you're hungry, I guess. But I made more cookies. Just the usual recipe. Butter cookies plus with a small amount of the flour replaced with hazelnut flour. And I ended up bringing them to my friend's place. Oops. It was a kind of like, wow. Hello, Luck. What do you look like? Fluorite? Amber? Fluorite. Wow, nice. I need fluorite, so this is good. I don't remember how much, but I just have to open up that notepad document and I can tell you. That's 3 fluorite that we've gotten so far in this run though. So that's pretty nice. cookies, right. So I made the cookies as sort of payment because I finally got around to what I've been saying I was going to do. I followed through on what I said was going to happen during my weekend, which was going to my friend's place and getting my oil changed, which is a very easy process, so, like, as long as you have the right tools. So, and it was, oh, the 41. And it was nice. Like, I don't really, I'm not mechanically inclined, but I don't have like a ton of tools and a bunch of other stuff and those types of things, right? So, going to my friend's place, and he has he's got a full garage and a bunch of tools from his time working as a mechanic and all these other things, right? So basically had everything he needed, which was nice. May I help you? Who's left? But you know, he walked me through it. Like, he didn't do it for me. Just showed me what to do and everything so I could do it myself. And I changed my oil, and man. Oh wait, I actually have a picture. I was gonna say. I did get that back for him. Yeah. And this is kind of fitting because we're in the Junkheap. Let me open this picture. There it is. Too big. So yeah, look at that's the oil from my bike. As you can see, it's rather black. Oil is well, it's not supposed to be that color. So that is some well-used oil. But and with the oil filter removed and such. But yeah, so I took that out and replaced it with new oil, which was rather simple overall. 1.6 quarts of oil. And then afterwards, we had some delicious food. Namely, try to zoom it in here for you. So that's some bird right there. Some good bird. So his wife, they go to a farmer for their meats and things like the butchers and all that, like a local one. And he was buying brisket, and his wife won like a prize or something there. They were doing some kind of thing, raffle prize thing with it, but she won a 10-pound chicken, which is a lot of bird. Okay. And he's been into smoking things recently. He recently got a smoker, and he has been enjoying that he can hook up like a little Bluetooth thermometer to it and measure whatever he's cooking, as well as the ambient temperature inside the smoker. And he's got this little app that helps him like tell if something's done yet or not, as well as like some website that has smoker recipes and all these things. And he's been really enjoying what he's been getting out of it. It's like he did a brisket and it turned out really well, and a bunch of other things, they turned out really well. And since his wife won that chicken, they decided to smoke that chicken. And so I was lucky enough that I came over to hang out with him that day. So I also got to eat some chicken, and it was really good. And like it's a big bird, and they killed it like that day. So I think they cut off its head and they plucked it for them. But besides that was it. They had to remove all the guts and those kinds of things inside themselves, which they said was an experience. Luckily for me, I wasn't around for that. Darn. Hoping for... memory! Sorry, that's what I meant, memory. I got that. But yeah, it was really nice. It was beautiful weather outside as well. Like 70, I think, during the afternoon when I went over, and probably like maybe closer to 60 on the way back at night when I was riding home. I don't like it when like shoots at me like that. Makes me confused. Oh my god, I just realized something. You've had dual audio this entire freaking time, haven't you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot that that must sound awful. I was recording something locally, like just recording gameplay to show to someone, and I had to turn on the desktop audio to record the sound for that. I forgot to mute it again, because normally the sound that goes out to the stream is coming from my mixer. Or, well, I say mixer, from a V-meter. Banana. It's a software mixer, not a real mixer. I'm not that fancy. But yeah, normally I capture it from there, that way I can control it a little bit better. More so than, you know, your average like Windows slider and those things. Like I can fiddle with what ear it comes through if I so feel like, or run it through like other programs to fiddle with the audio stream. For funsies, you know. Although really the entire reason I set up that mixer in the first place was when I was trying to do more co-op streams and needed to capture audio from Discord kind of separately from my own audio, the audio, the game audio. I needed it to be separate so that I could crank up people who were quiet over the game audio, those kinds of things. But yeah, anyway, it was really nice out, basically, is what I'm saying. And an absolutely beautiful day to go get my motorcycle oil changed and hang out with a friend, you know, just enjoy myself a little bit and briefly forget about the world. And he was actually telling me that he actually gets a pretty good view of the Milky Way, I guess, out where he lives. And he said that sometime I should stay overnight and be able to see it. Maybe one day. I don't often like stay over people's houses nowadays. Most of the time people stay over my place if they visit me. Speaking of, I think the Memorial Day weekend, I have a long weekend, and I might be inviting one of my friends up. I don't know if we'll do any co-op stream stuff, but maybe. Either that or just be like a couple of days off for me. I'll announce it on the Twitter. I'm not trying to shill for this thing, by the way, it's just that, you know, it's relevant. Okay. So, no Coolio yet. This one's just the memory alloy. Oh yeah, there's a... I think I might have found a small bug, possibly, in the game, by the way. I don't know if the recycle world is supposed to reset when you start a new route, but I got the audio again from it. Oops. Huh. So that's how you construct that? Literally, like, the knowledge has come to me. So much fun. And then I fucking ruin it. Like the asshole I am. Well, yeah, no, I'll say asshole. I mean, he gives zero regards to anything as far as like the ramifications of his actions. Driven by a single purpose. Shows he is a replicant.
これはいい素材ですね。早速武器の強化を行いますよ。わがままに付き合ってもらったので、今回は無料でいいですよ。これはちょっと時間がかかりそうですね。完成したらお手紙で連絡させてもらいます。ありがとう。完成したらありがとう。ところで本日はどんなご用ですか?
Let's see. Did any of the fluorite that I grabbed give me enough to upgrade anything? Yes. Let me show. So that's 2 fluorite less than what I... Where is it? Fluorite. So it says 5 right now, so I can drop it down to 3 needed. Oh, and it's for that. Cool. And then I won't need any fluorite anymore. Not a bad deal. Sadly, you know, there's a lot of things that I need. Mainly crystals. The weird thing about the crystals, though, is that I could have sworn that at some point during the playthrough, there was a shop that sold them. And yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I was playing and I was upgrading weapons. I was upgrading weapons. And I went to Seafront, and that's where I thought it was. But there wasn't anyone there. I haven't checked Facade Material Shop yet, so maybe I'll go there and check. Because I could have sworn that there was a material shop that did sell them. So, it's weird. Anywho, yeah. Man, been talking non-stop for like a half hour about random things. So shady. Oh right, sorry, there was a thought that I didn't finish earlier though. Namely, about the burger and everything. So like the burger and fries, and then for dinner I had a Greek salad and half a Reuben, or rather half of a Greek salad and half of a Reuben. And I also have leftover fries from lunch, and my plan is basically to have a bunch of extra food tomorrow so I don't have to do anything. That way if I am sick, you know what, let's go check for an eagle egg. That way if I am sick tomorrow, I don't have to like exert myself to do anything about it. That's my hope anyway. And honestly, at this point, if I'm not like super sick tomorrow, I'll be almost disappointed. Although, there are a couple of easy jokes to make that I refrained from making to the nurse who gave me the shot today and everything. Namely that when I was sitting there, because they have you sit there for a while, I checked the signal, like the Wi-Fi signal in there, and it was 3G. So immediately I wanted to complain because the ongoing conspiracy theories have been about 5G. But the vaccination place only had 3G, so I felt gypped. And then like my connection dropped at one point as well. Oh, wait. So it's just relatively amusing. The donut that I gave myself afterwards, though, that was great. I haven't had it like a proper donut in a long time. And by proper donut, I mean like a donut from like somewhere that isn't close by, like a Dunkin' Donuts. And so I got a strawberry frosty one. I also bought a Boston cream donut, which are my favorites. But I didn't eat that one yet because I figured I'd save it for tomorrow. And it can be my breakfast tomorrow, I think. Because if I'm going to be sick tomorrow, I'm going to want all the comfort food. Dum, bum, ba-dum. Oh, we can also check the material shop here. Because I think that should be set up by now. Doesn't look like... Oh, shit. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to say... Oh, wait. Oh, there is a spawn. Alright, never mind. I was going to say there isn't a spawn there, so never mind, but... My bad. So we'll check the item spawn, and then we'll hop over to the... yeah, to the shop over there to see if they have anything. Because my grocery list of things I need for all the remaining upgrades is going to be rather useful in that regard. What do we got? Egg? Gold ore. Alright, well I need 10 of those, so I'll take it. Happily. Boing, boing. Also, I finally, I have a bad habit of like forgetting the words that I want to say, like as I want to say them almost. And I've been thinking about the Megalobox opening recently. I'm trying to like put my finger on what it is, because I mentioned it before with like the soundtrack. It smells like the they took Ennio Morricone's like ashes and snorted them, which is not a bad thing. Maybe his family. Oh, that's the young boy who we massacred his sister in front of him. Let's see, this is the material shop, I think. No, you're a florist. You're a blacksmith. Are you the material shop? Item shopkeeper. Well, you can have some of these. Defense drops. You? Grocer. Okay, they don't have a material shop, so never mind. Not facade then. Facade doesn't have facade. The Airy doesn't have anything helpful for us, so we'll have to check Facade's shop to see if they have anything else. Because it must be Facade that has the crystals being sold at the material shop. Because I know that I saw them at a shop, I think during part 1. And I can't imagine that they would change the items that are available for sale between the parts. That would just be cruel to be like, oh yeah, if you know what you need, then you can buy a bunch of crystal early on, but otherwise fuck off. Like, I don't think they'd do that. I just really thought that it was at Seafront though. I remember like kind of making a note. Either way, we're about to go, about to talk to Popola anyway, and I think she's either going to tell us that we have a letter or going to tell us that the ferryman's missing. Also, I think there's still an achievement that I haven't gotten that has to do with riding the boar. I think you need a grand total of 5 minutes on the boar. And somehow, despite murdering tons of sheep and driving him around like a madman on occasion, I don't think I have that achievement yet. Wait, did you? Oh, excuse you. Where's my boar friend? This one? Thought I heard him for a second. I'm gonna be mad. Anyway, the Megalobox theme is really good, and like the music, a lot of the music in the show is really reminiscent of Ennio Morricone, guy who does Good, Bad, the Ugly soundtrack among other ones. But for lack of a better word, is it like the cinematography? Like the way that all the scenes are put together and everything like that in the opening. It reminds me of like a Tarantino film. It's a good mix, those two. And it makes me wonder, like, Ennio Morricone died like sometime within the last 10 years, right? Did he ever work with Tarantino on a film? Because that would probably have been pretty amazing. Oh, hello.
お疲れ、ポポル。暗号の解読は進んでるか？思ったより厄介よ。もう少し時間がかかるわ。それより、デボル。漂着したあの子の様子はどう？
Oh, they're talking about the mermaid.
順調だよ。もともと船一つを沈めるほどの力があったけど、さらに成長してるみたいだ。ただ、なぜか最近になって人間になることに執着し始めてね。懸念があるのなら払拭しておかないと。もし魔王が計画に背くようなら、あの子の力で制さなければいけないのだから。
は
ああ、わかってるさ。心配性だな、ポポルは。それにしても、人間になりたいか。入れ物のないあの子は、どうあがいたって人間にはなれないのにね。
Ouch. That sucks. Poor little cute mermaid girl. I want to help her be human. She can be the postman's daughter, and they can all live happily ever after. I hope some like artist out there is making cute chibi art of her or something like that, you know? Like having a family, being happy. Nothing there. We're supposed to talk to Popola, which I will do after we hit the top of the hill over there and the edge over there for random things. As per usual. It wasn't here that sold crystals, right? I'm pretty sure the material shop here doesn't sell. I'm pretty sure I checked here when I was looking the other day, but that's a blacksmith. You're a grocer? Is it this symbol that's materials? Yes. Yeah, he's a log man. Which I don't need at the moment, so. Really, it's the 15 black pearls that are going to be a problem. I only need 2 more eagle eggs, so that should be relatively easy. But we need to get rid of the ship if we want to get black pearls. So. Nice and cloudy today. Sure. There we go. Also, when I was doing a little bit of farming, well, not farming, when I was buying weapons and doing that stuff yesterday, I was looking at the load screens and wondering, like, do you think the load screens are actually necessary, or do you think they just added them in so they could put Yona's little diary logs into there? Because if it's the same engine as Automata, that was pretty like open world-ish without any pretty seamless world, I guess.
おかえりなさい。魔王の城の鍵について。ごめんなさい。もう少し時間がかかりそうなの。そうですか。
ポポルさんが暗号の解読に集中できるよう俺にできる仕事はないですか？
そうね。そうだわ。赤いカバンの船頭さんを知ってるわよね。最近彼が仕事を休んでいて、海岸の町まで様子見をお願いできないかしら。
わかりました。
Sure. This will actually work rather well. So we'll do this, and this will get the beach open again. 1 sec, sorry. Achievements. What's that nice lady's name? Nope, it's not that. I'm trying to find so I still don't have Gretel, Wendy, David, and Popola. Apparently I don't have Grandpa Nor within 1.5 either. What's the name of the lady? What's the name of the ship girl? And does she have an achievement for beating her quickly? I don't see it in the achievements. I don't know why they hide it.
前にも覚えがあるな。
あの夫婦のことだ。また喧嘩でもしたのだろう。今度は喧嘩に巻き込まれぬよう、くれぐれも気をつけるのだぞ。
We'll do our best. And sadly, I don't think we even have to try to not be part of it. Short of telling the lady, you know, whether her husband ran out on her or died. Though really the only real option is to tell her that he died, because we told the lie last time just to see what the dialogue was, and that was awful. Buck. Buck chicken. That's an old YouTube video I haven't seen in forever. I don't remember what it is. It's just some dude making up a song about bok chicken. Like strumming it out on his guitar. It's a fun, crazy dude. Saved myself 1,000 gold getting that. Because you can buy the iron ore from our lowly friend at the Junkheap, who is decidedly less crazy sounding in the Japanese audio. Just saying. Or at least tone of voice sounding, I suppose. But maybe that's more concerning to people if you have like an even. If you have an even tone of voice when you're saying things that are relatively crazy, and that makes people wonder more, I guess. I only have like, only one of my friends ever questioned some of the things that come out of my mouth. And like actually asked me if I'm doing okay. That's nice sounds. Really don't need any clay though. Wait. What do we have? Give me your wristwatch. Wristwatch? No wristwatch. Bummer. Really though, I do wonder if someone has translated the spells from the Chaosy Watcher language to whatever it is. Like even if it just says like Petrify or Stone over and over again for Emil spells or those kinds of things. I'm still curious about them.
やれやれ。こんな濃い霧が出たのは初めてだな。 なんだ？あ、
So we now know it was Popola and Dabla who brought this thing here. So good job, Dabla and Popola. Killing the ferryman, basically. Amongst other people. Actually, do these guys talk about the ship settle?
この町も変わってしまったわ。南平原に出る魔物のせいで交易が難しくなってね。妙な
閉鎖的になっていくのに伴って船でよその国に出ていく人も年々増加しています。魔物たちが原因ではどうしようもありません。
You'd think you'd be safe on a boat. That ex mermaid girl proves otherwise.
もうダメ。私の人生は終わりよ。
どうしたんですか？
あなた方は船頭の夫がお世話になっている。
一応聞いておくが、一体何があったのだ？
実は夫とまた喧嘩しちゃって、夫が家出を。
どうせそんなことだろうと思ったぞ。
でも夫が悪いのよ。私が大切に取っておいたリンゴを10個も食べちゃうんだから。
それはすごいですね。
私も言い過ぎたけど、でもまさか1週間も帰ってこないなんて。
わかりました。俺たちが探すのを手伝いますから。
本当？嬉しい。よろしくお願いします。
結局巻き込まれたな。以前のように酒場で聞き込みをしてみるか。
Nier can't stand someone crying in front of him. Alright. Check the box on the beach and don't go. See, I feel like this one hasn't like spawned barely at all the entire time. Not that it was, you know, happening all the time before, but I do remember it being a spawn part.
こんにちは。赤いカバンの男を探しているんです。心当たりはないですか？
なーに、あの夫婦また喧嘩でもしたの？
実は旦那さんが家出したみたいで、よくあることなんですか？
今じゃ嵐の喧嘩夫婦なんて言われて町の名物だからね。旦那さんは図書館のある村の出身だからそっちに帰ってるのかも。確かお兄さんが村の衛兵だって聞いたような。
わかりました。話を聞きに行ってみます。
あなたよく見るとなかなかハンサムね。一緒に飲んでいかない？
いえ、結構です。
Just hang out with the pretty lady. You gotta get married someday, Nier. Gotta have baby Yonas. Or I guess baby kindness.
こんな大きな船が座礁するなんて。なんだ？おい、誰かいるのか？敵？町の子供か？どこにいるんだ？こんなところに子供が。でも見ない顔だな。もしかして君は この船に乗っていた子かい？大丈夫。そんなに怖がらなくていいよ。
Boink. Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm feeling like a little congested, but besides that, mostly fine.
まさかあの喧嘩夫婦が町の名物になっていようとは。
驚いたな。でもなんとなくわかるよ。あの喧嘩っぷりからは元気をもらえる気がする。
正気か？我はげんなりするが。
There we go. Sorry, I was just waiting for the dialogue to finish before running off. Yeah, feeling a little bit congested. I'm expecting to feel worse tomorrow. I got my my first vaccination shot this morning, and everyone I know tends to get sick the day after.
や、体調はどうだい？咳は収まったみたいだな。ほら、今日はパンを持ってきたぞ。
Pan! It's like in Shadow's house. Good anime, by the way, if you're looking for anime recommendations. Shadow's house is pretty good.
大丈夫か？よっぽどお腹が空いてたんだな。誰も取らないからゆっくり食べるといい。なあ、お前はこの船で。いや、いつまでもお前のままだと呼びにくいよな。名前はなんて言うんだ
？We got a little bit more information about this ship thing, by the way, at the start of the quest before we went and talked to Popola.
そうだな。ルイーゼなんてどうだ？私の思いつきだが嫌かな。一応喜んでくれているのかな。よかったよ、ルイーゼ。
Yeah, apparently the ship was brought here sort of and washed up by Davila and Popola. Like they purposely brought this shade here as a failsafe for if the Shadow Lord didn't go along with what they wanted him to do. They're gonna stick that shade on him to beat him up.
そうであったか。
あれからいろいろなことが変わってしまったけど、あの夫婦みたいに変わらないものがあるってことが。
When did he...
あの夫婦はもっと成
That
長
would have
すべ
been
きだ
like
と。
earlier this month, right? That you would have posted it. I think I saw his video for the mother anniversary, maybe? I might have watched it, possibly. If it's like not super recent, but just like within the last month or so, I can't actually remember because I might have seen it, like seen the video thumbnail and then ignored it because I hadn't beaten Mother 3. So, but thank you. I will take a look later on. Yoink. Is there anything over there? Which I can't tell. No. Yeah, I do plan on going and watching the ones that I hadn't watched yet, because I did watch a couple of them after I'd gone through the parts. But, like after the animations and such, but obviously I haven't finished them, so. Hello?
Yeah, こんにちは。
海岸の町にいた赤いカバンの男。水路。
ああ、あいつなら俺の弟だよ。しばらくこっちには帰ってきてないが。
今どこにいるのだ、その弟は。
知らないな。最近会ってないし。
そうか。
ああ、でも弟は船で手紙を運んでるって言ってたから、郵便局の人が知ってるかも。
郵便局か。
やれやれ、また戻るのか。
Or there, I can move again. You always, you feel like you're the only one here. Well, some people lurk. I know I had a regular lurker for a while, but sometimes people don't always want to talk, or like not everyone likes having their the chat like embedded in the video like the way that I do, and that can dissuade some people from talking sometimes because they don't expect it. But also, I don't really advertise my stream either, so. As far as like finding streamers organically go, I feel like Twitch doesn't really doesn't necessarily facilitate that all the time, you know? Like unless you actually like go and try to find low count views of things, or you know, like only one person is streaming some game, like some niche game, then I feel like you're not going to get found a lot of the time unless you're advertising through other channels that you exist and you're there. But I'm fairly content with, you know, just letting the winds blow in anyone who wants to come by. A lot of the time, like when Atanes comes by, and some other people like Yin or Mimi, those are guildmates from a game that I play, and they have a Discord server, and my live notifications go there actually. Like they have a designated channel that notifies people if they want to know. So that's how I keep track of like when Atanes goes live, like when she was streaming Crystar. Though she finished that, and I didn't get to see the finale because I was streaming at the time, but she told me about it afterwards. She's a fun one if you like rather animated characters. She gets very much into games. Not that I don't, but I mean like emotionally invested is what I mean by that, I guess. But yeah, sorry, brain hurt for a minute there. Since I'm not gonna, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow or not, because, you know, if I get really sick tomorrow because of the vaccine, then I might not be up for streaming, possibly. And in the past, I've changed the stream title to try to indicate that. But over the weekend, I decided to do a more modern approach. Mainly, I made a Twitter account for the Twitch stream, basically. Same handle. You should be able to find it, assuming if you are on Twitter or anything like that. But twitter.com/PeteEater. Or at P13. I forget if you have to put the at into the URL or not. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. But I figure that'll be an easier place to post if I'm not going to be able to stream or not on a day that I normally would be. I did look at Twitch's schedule implementation that they added in. Nothing here. But I don't know about that. Like, you can definitely set it up, and I threw like one Monday, Wednesday, Friday on there. But it definitely feels like something that I have to like really keep up with. Like, because you can choose the category to, like, you know, let people know exactly which game you're gonna be streaming. And like, you know, I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna be streaming this for a while, but I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming this, like how long it's going to take for us to get through everything. and get to ending D. But so I didn't actually set the category there. Gotta miss Mr. Shakedown, the teacher cuisine. He just doesn't show up anymore, or I've only played I played 0 and Kiwami and part of Kiwami 2. So if something happens to Mr. Shakedown, it's sad. I just remember him leaving town after we beat him a bunch.
Konnichiwa, Louise.
She ate the mailman. Or sorry, not mailman. She ate the ferryman. That's how she got the bag.
船の中で見つけたのか。そういうお年頃なのかな。ちょうどいい。今日はパンの代わりにこんなものを持ってきたんだ。
You know what's weird? So if the red bag husband and red bag's wife's fights are so legendary, and like people would talk about selling tickets to it, how does the postman of the town not recognize that that bag is the bag of the guy who's gone missing? I mean, I guess like red bags aren't like the most uncommon thing, but still.
女の子が髪に結ぶものだよ。
I think he just said that for a girl, like that a girl should have a ribbon in her hair.
どれ、結んでやろう。
I missed part of the sentence though, but
ほらできたぞ。似合ってるじゃないか。そこに落ちてるのは。
oh, you know.
手鏡か。これで自分の姿を見てみるといい。そこの明るい場所なら見やすいだろう。なんだ、嫌なのか。そうか。日の光。暗い場所に長い時間いたから目が弱ってるのかもしれないな。ずっとここにいさせるわけにもいかないか。ああ、いつかここを出て一緒に海を見れたらいいな。
I wonder if the shade had an umbrella, like a nice little like gothic Lolita parasol type deal thing going on. Do you think that she could go outside without having to die from the sun? I'm just curious, because I mean, she does, you know, regenerate fast enough when she's in her big shade form, but I wonder about her small little girl form, if she'd be able to do the same. I'm curious about it. But yeah. Which, Switchboy, which Yakuza game are you playing through right now? I'm just curious.
配達員さんじゃないんですね。
そうなんだよ。荷物を取りに来ただけだったんだが、留守番を頼まれてな。君も荷物の受け取りかい？
いえ、家出した喧嘩夫婦の旦那さんを探してるんです。何か知りませんか？
悪いけど、俺は力にはなれそうにないな。そういや仕事仲間も娘が家出したまま帰ってこないって心配してたな。
家出で行方不明になった者が2人。
その子の行き先に心当たりは？
そうだね。もしかしたら町の入り江に漂着した難破船に行ったのかもしれないな。かなり大きな船でね。町の子供たちが興味津々なんだよ。
You gotta wonder, like, did the Shade start eating people because she wanted to become human and like thought that would help make her more human? Or was she doing it just to eat because she was hungry?
やあ、ルイーゼ。今日の分の食べ物だぞ。どうした？お腹は空いていないのか？そっか。最近あまり食べていないが大丈夫か？よし。じゃあこれはどうかな
？Still amazed that this man has an accordion in his throat.
ごめんごめん。これは歌というものだ。好きな歌を口ずさむだけで元気になれるぞ。歌は辛い人生をやり過ごす知恵さ。だから私は好きなんだ。下手だけどな。声が荒れているな。無理を。でもうまいうまい。この町の東大に知り合いが住んでいたんだ。その人がこの歌をよく口ずさんでいたんだよ。手紙を配達しに何度も通ったから耳に残ってしまってね。ずいぶん昔の話だよ。もしかして元気づけようとしてくれているのか。優しいな、ルイーゼは。
Dude must be so lonely. So lonely.
奇妙な魔力を感じるな。お前も気づいたか、カイネ。
ああ、これは魔物なのか。
お前らしくもない。考えるより言ってみたらどう
だ。カイネさん、どうかしましたか？
いや、海岸の町から魔物のような気配を感じたんだ。
町の中に魔物が。
Oh, look at him go. Look at that loading meal go.
ナンパ船か。調べた方が良さそうだ。
ああ、入り江に行ってみよう。
Generally speaking, I feel like the Japanese, the delivery is softer in a lot of places. It feels not a bad thing. I mean, you know, Vice sounds like an old man slash old samurai man, but him aside, there's a lot of their voices that are softer. And man, Kanye's voice is lovely. It's a very different timbre from the English.
カイネ、エミール。どうしたんだ？二人が町の中に入ってくるなんて。
急にすみません。カイネさんがこの辺りから異様な気配を感じたみたいなんです。
異様な気配？魔物か？
ああ、この先から音がする。だがやはりはっきりとはしないがな。
下着女の唯一と言っていい特技がそのありさまか。
カイネ。
いや、なんでもない。
Alright. Deca. It's huge.
どうにかしてナンパ船の中に入れないかな。
これだけ朽ちているのだ。どこかに穴でも開いているのではないか。穴が木の板で塞がれているな。
これをどかせば中に入れそうだ。
カイネさんが感じた気配が気になります。
Yep, go inside. Do 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 do.
そういえば 手紙は書けたのか。お名前書き方を教えてやっただろう。まだか。まあ焦って書く必要はないさ。それにしても私も随分と懐かれたものだ。初めて会った時は何を考えているのかもわからなかったのにな。なあ、いろいろ考えたんだがうちに来ないか。娘ができるのも悪くない。そうか。嫌だよな。残念だが仕方ない。なんだ、床が濡れて。これは血？まさか。
どんどんヤバい匂いが近づいてるじゃないか、カイネ。お前も気づいてるんじゃないのか？この匂いにどんな意味があるか。
この船、至るところが腐りかけておるな。
あ
あ。カイネ、本当に大丈夫なのか？
あまり無理をしないでくださいね。そうだ、僕たちは船の外から探索しませんか？外の。
そうだな、そうさせてもらおう。
エミール、カイネを頼んだぞ。
はい、さあ行きましょう、カイネさん。
薄暗いな。ここに町の人たちがいるとは思えないわ。
What happens
他
to
に
you
手がかり
things?
がないのだ。探してみるしかあるまい。船の中で行方不明に外からの光が届いていないのか。この暗さでは部屋の中を調べるのは無理そうだな。おい、そこに転がっているのはランタンではないか。
油が残ってる。まだ使えそうだな。
鍵がなければ先には進めぬな。どこかに鍵がないか探してみるか。
I'm slightly curious how she moves around
今
though.
女の子が。
我も見たぞ。いつの間に後ろに郵便局で話を聞いた家出娘かもしれぬ。連れ戻した方が良さそうだ。誰もいないぞ。
おかしいな。幽霊でも見たみたいだ。
バカなことを抜かすでない。どこかに抜け穴でもあるに違いない。
He's not wrong. I don't think we ever get to see a passageway in here. But I guess there must be one, right? Like,
ナンパ当時のことを知る手がかりが船内に残っているかもな。
we never find those either. We don't find any clues about why this
こ
thing
の
went
先
around.
はかなり暗そうだな。
先ほど拾ったランタンを使って進むしかあるまい。
Because like initially we all just kind of assumed that it's Louise's fault that she brought it here. Slash, you know, destroyed it, killed the crew, whatever, all
少
that.
し傷んでるが最近のものみたいだ。
But
おそらく
Pope and Devil did
カバ
it.
ンの船頭が落としたものであろう。夫婦喧嘩のほとぼりが冷めるまで船に隠れるつもりだったの。
Well, you gotta wonder how.
ともかく奥を。
Like, do they just float out to the sea?
今の音は何だ。
上の階から聞こえたな。
float out to sea, use some magic, blow a hole in the thing, drop a shade on it. Like what?
樽が倒れてる。中身の白い粉は小麦粉か？
入り口で見た娘が倒したのだろうか。おい、床を見ろ。
What the prince?
娘が通った痕跡が白く残っておる。
分厚い本が置いてあるな。
航海日誌のようだな。船の進路、天候、入港記録。大型の船だけあって事細かに記録されているな。だがある日を境に突然記録が途切れておる。
この船で一体何が起きたんだ？
Oh, you know, bad things.
棚の向こうで何か。
調べようにも棚が邪魔で奥に行けぬ。
待て、この棚動かせそうだ。
床の亀裂に引っかかったようだな。床が抜けでもしたら大変だ。
机に手帳が置いてある。文字と数字がびっしり書かれているな。
船で扱っていた商品の記録のようだ。どれどれ、どうやらこの船は人身売買を行う商船だったらしい。非道なこと。
人を売り物にしてたってことか。
そうだ、かなりの儲けを出していたようだな。
同じ人間なのにどうしてそんなことを。
わかりたくもない。愚かな人間はどこにでもいるということだ。
Okay.
鼻の方から隙間風を感じるな。
おい、この白い花瓶、スイッチのように動かせるぞ。
What happens if I stand around and do nothing? Oh, just... I was hoping Vice would yell. Or like reprimand me or something like that.
隠し部屋か。
大きな箱だな。
金銀財宝でも入っていたか。
いや、鉄でできた道具がいくつも入ってる。
それは拷問器具か。ここで行われていたこと。
魔物はいないみたいだな。
好都合だ。早く町の者たちを見つけるぞ。
Oh, that was a shiny. Or was that? Hold on. Was that just the tools? Yeah, that was just the tools. Weird, I thought we had more slaver conversation before. Oh, it's not that it matters. Doesn't matter that much.
白い痕跡が続いているのは
何か聞こえてくるぞ。
So she's trying to cheer herself up, right?
上の階の部屋を調べた方がいいのではないか。
There's sound pipes in here, right?
音が止んだな。 女の子の声にも聞こえたけど。
これは電声管か。管を通して離れた場所に声を届けるための道具だ。
管がつながっている別の部屋にあの女の子がいるってことか。
待て、壁に船内図が貼ってあるぞ。どうやらこの管は船尾にある船室とつながっているようだな。
もっと奥に進めばいいんだな。
ランタンのおかげで随分と奥まで進めたな。
そうだな。それにこの明かりを見ているとなぜか安心するんだ。
お前がそんなロマンチストだったとはな。
これは船が化け物に襲われた。化け物が他の船員たちを殺し回っている中、日記を書いた船員はこの部屋に身を隠していた。これは事実なのか。
So I wonder if Dale and Popola like found the shaded little girl and then dropped her off on the boat.
わからぬ。化け物とは魔物のことだろうか。
Just trying to figure out, how they did what they did, because they talked about it in our little Route C exclusive Dale and Popola notes.
厨房か。大きな鍋だ。
ライス大盛り。
料理。
We've read this before.
旦那さんを見つけたら俺たちが家に招待しないと。
そうだな。
なんだこの匂いは。
奥の部屋から漏れているのか。
I really don't understand how he doesn't know what the smell is, though. Like, you would think that the smell of rotting bodies would be something that he would have probably ran into by this point in his life.
これも喧嘩夫婦の夫が落としたものか。
ともかくもっと奥を探してみよ
う。Like, he's certainly seen enough dead things.
この床。
おい、無事か。
ああ、なんとか大丈夫だ。ここは暗くて何も見えないな。おまけにひどい匂いだ。
どうやら船底まで落ちてしまったようだぞ。
落ちた時にランタンをなくしたみたいだ。
ランタンはまだ見つからないのか。歩き回って探すしかないぞ。
I'm looking, Vice.
シロ、よかった。ランタンがあったぞ。
ようやくか。喜んでいないでさっさと点火するのだ。この死体は町の者たちと喧嘩夫婦の。
そんな嘘だ。どうしてあの人が、町のみんなが。くそ。
しっかりしろ。カイネが感じた気配。おそらく町の者たちを殺した犯人はこの奥にいる。
ああ、絶対に許さない。
もう見るな。
So, 3 bodies? The ferryman, the daughter of that dude, and then someone else? I feel like we only ever hear about 2 missing people, never 3. Maybe we talk to more people in town, we'd find out.
どうしてこんな風になってるの？話したが帰っちゃったのはこの人と普通に
Yeah, you and everyone else in the Drakengard universe.
あ、お二人とも。
エミール、カイナは船内に戻ってきたんだな。
はい、壁の穴から中に入りました。下の真っ暗な階から物音がしたので心配してたんですよ。
すまなかった。カイネの方はもう大丈夫なの？
ああ、少しはマシになった。
そうか、本当に良かったよ。
今度はお二人の元気がないようですけど、何かあったんですか？
ところでカイネ、お前が感じていた気配だが、
ちょうどこの上の階からだ。
やはりな。先に進むしかなさそうだ。
丸められた紙が何個も捨ててある。これは手紙か？
どれも同じ文字が書き綴られているようだが、字が汚くて読めぬ。
She tried so hard. Do you have anything to say?
船の中で収穫はあったのか？
実は町の人たちが何人も。
そうか。
顔色が悪いです。一人で抱え込まないでください。落ち着いたら何でも話してくださいね。
エミール、ありがとう。
Oh, I can go back down here.
戻るのか。気が進まぬが。
That was creepy on my end. I had some kids running down the hall in my building, and they just made a noise as I went down here. So for a moment I thought that the girl was gonna spawn down here or something fun like that. Oh wait, can I? Is it different at all? No, okay. I just wanted to know.
どんどん匂いが強くなってるな。気分はどうだ、カイネ？
いいはずがないだろう。
ここが町の者たちを殺した犯人がこの中にいるかもしれぬ。
この子は船の入り口で見た。
待て、死体の転がる船の中に女の子。何かがおかしいぞ。
It's things like that that let you know that in a horror movie, Vice would probably be one of the few who would actually make it out alive.
こいつ。
この魔物はやばい代物だな。この圧迫感ですら奴の吐息程度でしかないんだ。盛り上がってきたじゃないか。
まさかカイネが感じていた気配はこの子が。
あれ、君は久しぶりだね。
配達員さん、ここで何を？
ああ、実は最近この船に通っているんだ。その女の子はこのナンパした船に乗っていたみたいでね。外に出られるようになるまで 世話をしていたんだよ。そうだ、そこのあなた、つかぬことを伺いますが、その子が出血しているようで、包帯を持ってきたのはいいんですが、その女性の月のものの処置はどのようにすれば。すみませんでした。あまりに失礼でしたね。
そいつに近づくな。そいつは
She's cute, is what Kaine wants to say.
Kaine、エミール、こっちは何とかする。どうにかして外へ出ろ。
あやつらなら大丈夫だ。一旦引くぞ。船が崩れるぞ。早く外へ出るのだ。
分かってる。急ごう。邪魔だ。あの穴から外に出られそうだ。
Dead lunar tear. For a load screen. Ah.
二人ともよかった。無事だったんだな。
はい。でも配達員さんがまだ中に。
ああ、助けに行かないと。
この日差しであればあの魔物も追ってはこれまい。今のうちに体勢を整えるぞ。
I mean, plenty of shades hang out in the sunlight
バカな。
on the plains and whatnot. Like, it's cloudy when they do normally, but it's not that unusual. It looks like a marble roll from Final Fantasy, but with added cuteness inside, like a Wonder Egg or a Kinder Egg. Mail order wife Kinder Egg.
いや違う。確かに奴の体は光で焼かれておる。しかしそれを上回る速度で再生しているのだ。この光、何か来るぞ。退しろ。
I wonder what those words were. Hey, if McDonald's can be a person, she can be a person, alright? It's okay, Louise.
かける。
やったか。なんだあの大きさは。
She's so cute. She probably gives really good hugs.
あるほどの傷を回復しただと。
波の攻撃ではすぐに回復されるぞ。
ならそれ以上に切り刻むだけだ。
Don't let it go fast enough.
あいつの弱みもう分かっているんだろう。早く切り刻まなければ俺たちが殺されるぞ。
分かっている。おい、あいつの本体は口の中だ。それを叩くしかない。
怖いな。
でもどうやってあの高さまで行けば。
無駄口叩く暇があるならあいつが倒れるまで切り続けろ。
おい、砂浜にさっきの男が倒れてやがる。奴はあの魔物の恩人だ。人質に使えそうだな。
うるさい。人間に刃を向ける気はない。
聞いてるみたいだ。
奴の頭部に膨大な魔力が集中しておると。頭部を攻撃すれば魔力を暴発させられるかもしれん。
Wait, did I don't think I ever got this far. I never broke it right there. Oh shit, this is new. Go, 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 go. And she's all over this boat. Yeah, I know. I'm hurrying. Oh, sorry.
ありがとう。おかげで助かったよ。
君たちには世話になったからな。かくまうぐらいお安いご用さ。本当にすまなかった。町の人たちが何人も魔物に食われて、その犯人の世話を私がずっとしていたなんて。
貴様が気に病む必要はない。全部魔物。
そうだといいんだがな。
そろそろ俺たちは行くよ。まだ報告しないといけない人がいるんだ。
そうか。じゃあな。また君にも手紙を届けるよ。
If I go this way, I don't have to talk to the lady.
本当に。
夫は見つかったの？
それは。
どうして答えないの？ねえ、無事だって言ってよ。まさかあの人はもう。
旦那さんは魔物に殺されたんです。俺たちが見つけた時にはもう手遅れで。
嘘よ。どうして大思い出のカバンをバカみたいにずっとつけて、ずっと私のことを思ってくれて。そんなの嘘よ。
あの夫婦の喧嘩ももう聞けぬと思うと寂しく感じるものだな。
ああ、俺がもっと早く探していれば。くそ。
気負いすぎるな。お前はよくやった。
Makes me sad when she cries. I didn't realize that there was more to that fight though. That like basically I failed that fight every time so far. Like if you don't break it when she's screaming at you, then Kaine doesn't grab the postman to stop her from attacking. You get to climb up and do that whole little business. So that was neat. Found out something new. I'm gonna assume that that's just part of the battle that I hadn't seen yet before and wasn't like related to it being Route C. Feel bad for both of them though, you know. For the Shade and for everyone who had like loved ones removed and eaten by said Shade. Oh, I actually made it up. Because you know, like, what is she supposed to do? How does she become human? She doesn't have a body to go into, as Popula and Davila said. So she can't ever like truly become one, which is weird because why doesn't she have a replicant? Like, how does that process even work? Like, whose bodies are chosen to be made into replicants for each generation, you know? How do you even control that? Given that, like, you know, people fall in love and make babies and do what have you. Assuming that replicants can have babies because, you know, there's daughters and children and people running around. You have to assume that they're, that it's not like Popula and Davila are just the stork and they're dropping off kids at people's doorsteps being like, oh, congratulations, you had a kid. Although, I mean, considering that replicants didn't start off with sentience, as far as I know anyway, you know, it could totally be that way.
Nanda, kore?
手紙。あいつが配達員に宛てたものだ。
汚い字だな、おい。
手本を見て必死になぞったんだろ
う。なんて書いてあるんだ？
That was different from before, right? Like, she's talked about it before, but didn't she just like ignore it last time? Maybe it changes depending on which thing you do. Also, this is new.
夢でも。
おい、あんた。
あなたは私に何か言おうですか？
ほら、あんたに手紙だ。
手紙？
ナンパ船にいたあいつが書いたものだ。
ルイーズがありがとうってなんだよこれ、あれだけ教えてやったのにこんな汚くていっそどうしてあいつの笑顔が頭から離れないんだ。あいつの歌が耳から離れないんだ。たとえ人を食っていたとしても化け物だったとしても。
Achievement unlocked gratitude. Where is that? God, why doesn't it just show up at this? Why do you make this difficult, Steam? You gave Louise's letter to the postman. And now we have this music that we didn't have before. Cool. I'm gonna have to ask Itane if she got that ending or not in there. Cause I'm curious if they've gotten it like in Route B or a different route or what. Cool. So that's kind of neat that story has two different ends depending on how that goes. Like, you either have the postman being super upset and angry, partially motivated by, you know, kind of using him to stop the monster, or you have that ending. I like this one more, unsurprisingly. I like Louise. She's cute. Cute. 8 people but meant well, you know, the usual signs of a lovable monster. It's kind of like, it's almost similar to the machine in Automata who wanted to be pretty. And so, you know, she like decorated her body with the android corpses and other things. And was crazy in that way. But not quite the same, but sort of similar. I actually don't remember the name of that. I don't remember the name of that machine. I don't think it's Louise, but it'd be interesting if it was. So I wonder if that like more happy music will be playing the next time we go to Seafront. Because if so, that's pretty neat that the ending there would have that effect. Alright, so we can return to Popola. And that will prompt the next bit and also probably end the stream, I think. It's true. When I got that cast iron pan, maybe you want to do things with the cast iron pan. I almost made biscuits and gravy this weekend. Almost. But then decided I didn't want to like have too much food going on. And also I don't have any bacon. And using bacon grease as like the bottom bit for or just making bacon alongside the biscuits like leaves a really good flavor in them. So could buy bacon, of course, I suppose. we'll see.
船頭さんが亡くなられて海岸に魔物が出るなんて大変だったわね。船頭の彼はよく夫婦喧嘩の話をしながら笑っていたわ。奥さんのことを大切にしている誠実な人だったのに。彼のことはすごく悲しいけれど、あなたが無事でよかったわ。
そうだ、ポポルよ。魔王の城の鍵については何か分かったのか？
暗号の解読は進めているのだけど、行き詰まってしまって。中世のケルベロスはもしかしたら犬のことかもしれないけれど、
ポポルさんにもわからないなんて。でも鍵とポポルさんだけが頼りなんだ。
分かったわ。そうそう、通りがかりに見かけたんだけど、ポストに手紙が届いているみたいよ。
見てきます。ありがとう。
それと船頭の彼が休んでいたから別の人を手配しておいたの。船は変わらず使えるようにお願いしておくわね。
わかりました。
誰かを失ったとしても、この世界は無慈悲に回り続けるのだな。
Okay, so before I end the stream, I want to hop over to Facade. I don't want to grab the letter yet because I don't want to trigger that part of the story. But I do want to go to Facade real quick to see if they sell crystals there. Whoops. Oh well. Just gonna have that other save to go and fiddle with the fight there to see if you defeat it within a certain amount of time, if something would happen. But whatever. We can do that on Route D without any issue. So as long as we haven't taken the letter, as we haven't, I expect us to not trigger any story related things on our way over to Facade. And so hopefully I can check the stores without having to worry about anything. Because the last thing that I like doing is like being like, oh, it's time to go grind and like do X, Y, and Z now. Great. And then I accidentally trigger story stuff without like being live. And then I feel bad about it. So I'm going to avoid doing that as much as possible by checking it now, so that if we do trigger anything, even though we shouldn't, but if we do trigger anything, then we'll have it. We'll have it for the stream. But now that the ship is gone, the spawn point for the black pearls is now available to me. So I will try to do some grinding for that. So fun fact, I don't need any of these wolf anythings. I don't need. I do need forlorn necklaces, which I think are dropped by the shades here. But they're not going to spawn until the story bit, I think, so that's fine. But what I'm planning on doing after checking the materials is I'll try to farm the last bit of black pearls, and then we'll see what else I can manage to farm, I guess. But you know, there's some things that we're not going to be able to. I mean, I only need 2 eagle eggs, so that'll be simple. And then same with Damascus steel. I don't need that much of it. But I know where to get it though. Both the DLC and the Junkheap has it. You do have crystals. Excellent. I need 5 of them. And I have more than enough amber. Cool. That's all I need from you. Excellent. Alright, cool. So that's what I needed, and we did trigger some dialogue. Just the wolf conversation. So I'm happy that I did it on stream. Cool. So while I run back, let me do my final notes for the stream here. So if I'm not sick tomorrow, or even if I'm sick and I'm just not feeling... If I'm not feeling up to streaming tomorrow, I will tweet it from that account that I mentioned. And, you know, I'll update the Twitch links, like in the about and other things. I'll try to remember to update it to have a reference to that Twitter. I'm also going to try to link said Twitter account from within the videos on YouTube going forward, so if you ever miss it, it will be there.
食えるぞ。大昔には油で揚げたりして食ったらしい。串に刺して屋台で売られていたそうだ。
詳しいなしろ。どこで見？
さあ、我にもよくわからぬ。ただ。 時折昔得た知識が鮮明に思い出されるのだ。ボケ。何か言ったか、下着女。
I like that it actually beeps something out. Good. But yeah, if I don't feel up to streaming tomorrow, then I will tweet out there. I don't know if I'm gonna bother like tweeting when I go live or other things from that account, because I mean, you can tell that I am from the Twitch thing. But maybe I'll announce like the first stream of new games or something there. Wow, nice lag. Because I do need to decide on a secondary game here. So it's probably gonna be Subnautica Below Zero. But there are a couple other games that I picked up recently that I also want to stream. Also, over the weekend I checked out Oddventure or Oddity Adventure. I forget what exactly the name is, but it's a game fairly heavily inspired by Mother, or the Mother series rather. I checked that out, played the demo of it that's available. Wasn't super into it. Like it. I don't know, it just felt a little long. Definitely pretty well made, quality-wise and such, but I'm not sure what it was. But maybe it was just full screen. It was bothering my eyes or something. But it was interesting. They had like mood as a parameter, and you could comfort enemies to defeat them as well as just beating them up, which is kind of interesting. So it looks like it has some interesting takes on it, but I have to imagine there's like probably pacifist run strats on that, since you can defeat enemies without actually defeating them. So it's interesting, is all I'm saying there. But yeah, so if not tomorrow, then Wednesday. And I don't know if Wednesday will be Nier or a second game. It all depends on if I stream tomorrow. So we'll see how I feel. Anyway, harped on that point enough, I think. But I hope you all have a good rest of your night, or rest of your day. Whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you all around. And oh, before I forget, we'll change our costumes and such for the next time. Because I do want to, you know, I want to show off all the different costumes here as we play through this version, and then we'll just like choose our favorite for Route D when we do it. So we've now seen Samurai Kabuki. We haven't seen Type S, so I guess we'll do that, even though I'm not really looking forward to it. We've seen Kabuki Kaine, right? Or no, we didn't, because I put her on Type A. I'll put Kaine into Type B, I guess that'll be. Oh, and then we don't really have any other options. We'll throw him back on Kabuki. It was a cute little outfit he had, so we'll do that. So that will be the costumes next time. So, like I said, take it easy, everyone, and don't let Vice's eyes staring at you across the top of the N give you bad dreams. Bye for now, everyone.